Hello there. Wanted to welcome you to the planning for my 3D modeling project in Blender. I'm going to be using, let me find it, a lovely Reddit post from 5 years ago to fill this in. I'm looking to create a fantasy city. Hang on a second, let me bring it up. Not that, that's experiments. What I'd like to do in the long run is create a 3-inch by 3-inch I'm not sure the word I'm looking for. Diorama model. My inspiration is, I know you can't see my other screen. Hang on. Calls ceramic. So my wife and I found these at a, I'm not sure the word I'm looking for. One of those church flea markets. My wife and I found these at the flea market, and I was inspired immediately. Not sponsored. This is Americana in the 1990s. This guy put them out. Imagine this, but for a fantasy setting, with your own custom homes, businesses, architecture for different races, scale for different races. If we really want to get to that extent, giants would have huge buildings compared to gnomes. And so this is the project that I'm working on today. Planning for this. This is not as sexy, let's say, as the 3D modeling will be later, but this is going to help to inform where it is we're going in the future. Some of these in this list, which I'm going to bring back over for you. Like, I know what an antique store is. I have no idea what an antiquarian is. Ancient parks, sure. Abattoirs? Don't know what that is. I'm sure I'm going to feel stupid when I look it up, but don't know what it is at the moment. Apiary, I think, is bees. Building with no windows and a barricaded door. That sounds sus. Cabbage vendor. A coffee house in a fantasy setting. Do they just sell like potions of speed? Like, oh my god, ah! Department of Horse-Drawn Vehicles. Oh man. Oh no, that Druid Hut dog breeder. Fuller. Is that related to Fuller House? Fuller. Literally, my first search reaction is Fuller House. Fuller building. Fantasy theme. What are you? Literally the Reddit post. What is it though? Control F. Fuller. Not on this page, so why did it get recommended? What the crap, Google? You're failing me. What is it? So for this, you just want a gigantic triangular building from New York. Is that what you're going for? That's crazy. The Flatiron Building. No, we don't. Maybe. I can't say no, but no. Alright. What is a gong scourer? Is that just me cleaning gongs? We're Tudor era laborers who clean human waste. Not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting. Roving porta potties. Okay. Cleaners. I feel like this is clothing. Herbalist and herbalary. What's the difference? Herbalist versus herbalary. Herbalist is a practitioner who uses plants for healing, focusing on health and wellness. No, I don't want this. A herbologist refers to someone who studies the science of herbology, focusing on botanical, pharmacological, and chemical properties. So, herbalist, druid, herbalary, wizard, hermit, or hermitage, guy stuck in the woods, druid, wizard, druid. Cool. Maybe a rogue. It's like poison. Yeah. Magical tailor. Magical anything for all of this, really. Phrenologist? Isn't that like phrenologist definition? A practitioner of phrenology. Thanks, Google AI. What's phrenology? Measuring bumps and indentations of the skull. So, a quack with a high charisma. Wet market. Like for wet work. Where this just got rained on. Fresh foods, meat, fish, produce. So farmer's market? So we have all these various ideas. I still don't know what an abattoir is, or if I'm even saying it correctly. I'm going to take the whole list and pop it in here. Sure, you know what? Let's do it. Oh, I can't just unselect all. Oh, there it is. Clear. Blanks. Delete. And then we bring this back. Booyah chaka. So, what is finally ABATTOYR? What are you? A slaughterhouse. Or a S-laughter house. S-laughter house. So, what I'm curious about now is equals. Let's do a little formula here. Why am I even bothering with that? Equals count values here to here. So we have 201 entries. I would like a random number between 1 and 201, so 24. Let's do a lookup on that. Actually, hold on. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Mouse work. Boom. Alright, equals, nope. Nope, we're still gonna work it in here. Let's do a lookup on this. We want to look at the number that's being randomly generated. We want to return the building. A pet shop. So we've been randomly generated a pet shop. Question is, do we want, probably yes, but do we want, and it might change as I do things. Let's do word wrap. Abattoir. Am I saying that right? I'm probably not saying that right, but that's okay. So we have building types. We have races. Let's go human, elf, dwarf, halfling. I'm not going to bother with half elf because that's just going to be in between. Tiefling. What am I missing? We're going to go with the basics for now. Halfling because again, just in between. So now let's do alright, let's organize this. Let's take this here. B3 to B203, right? Equals. Actually, what am I doing? Let's make this super easy. Because in theory, it should only give me the ones with, yeah, okay. So now we're looking at a crypt. Or a restricted zone for that matter. That might be a little bit more hard to conceptually put together, but we'll figure that out. Okay? So let's go human, elf. Let's go elven, dwarven, dragonborn, and orcish. Okay. We'll go equals. Nope. One and this. Okay. Now let's do the lookup. That number is here. Here returns this. A halfling pavilion. Okay. thinking about it, right? 3" by 3" by 3". That's 30 for modeling. It's going to be working 30 by 30 by 30 and reducing everything by 10%. Reducing everything to 10%. That way it's 3" by 3" by 3". Makes it easier to model it. Human, elf, dwarf. Fine. Halfling. I don't have a giant yet. Now my thing is looking at the architecture style, right? To make it feel different. Let me bring up something in this window first. Yeah, whatever. For context, I'm bringing up a blank unlogged into. Sorry, I thought my wife was to my side here. It's 3 a.m. Should scare the shit out of me. Anyways, I don't have an account. I'm checking it. Just as a guide to doing Googling. This is not generating content. How do I want to prompt this here? Ideas for the different races within D&D, specifically D&D 5e. I haven't touched it before. I don't intend to. I went all in on 5e. I'm staying all in on 5e. No 5.5 for me yet. Let's look at the play spaces while filtering out the paths. Elf. For context, human, elven, dwarvish, dragonborn, tiefling, orcish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who did I forget? Gnomes. I always forget gnomes. We want each architecture to feel unique, yet fit easily within a fantasy campaign. Give me 3 recommendations for each race. I can do that research for myself. Boom. So it's going to generate all that. Its first is this medieval vernacular. Let's do a search. Images, architecture. we're looking at basic. Looks like some Viking, European, what you expect when you Google fantasy setting. We have Imperial Monumental. So like castles and such from like Oblivion or what everyone tries to build in literally Oblivion. Oh my god. Just big ruined buildings. Just big buildings. This looks like something I saw a guy making Minecraft once years ago. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I wonder. Do I remember it? It was his... Yeah. Oh god, that was forever ago. Oh my god, I feel old. Did I remember this? Just massive and amazing. He had to have made this in creative mode. This has the same feel of that Imperial Monumental Roman Byzantium. Okay. Yeah. Goodness gracious. Alright. Thank you, Toby. And then we have... did I hit copy? I did. Okay, good. Paste. And then this is the other typical human basic. I think for the cities that I want to design these buildings for, I want to keep it simple. So the Imperial Monumental, while huge and inspiring and amazing, let's cut that out. Borderlands, colonies, survival-focused cultures. I think we're going to leave this out as well for now. And we will do the basic Euro, whatever you want to call it. We're going to do this for our human city. Oh, I have too many things open. Holy crap. This needs to go away. Shoes. Oh, y'all didn't see that. I'll make sure of it. Okay. A lot open. Alright. Alright, so let's pull this to the side. I have multiple windows going now. Let's pop that there. Side by side. No thank you. No. Oh, come on. Oh. No. Hang on, to show you what I'm yelling at. My search bar and my YouTube, which will probably try to demonetize me because I don't know if they are. There we go. Free advertisement. Free advertisement. Their sound's not coming in the video, so it should be okay. Haha. Away with you. So I want this on there, that in the background. Better yet, you minimize. Thank you. You can't even see all this BS behind the scenes. That's good. Search. We'll put that together. We don't really need this anymore, but we'll put that over there too. Alright, less. Good to go. So let's actually go, screw it actually. So faces, we'll go size, we'll go style. Let's look up. Yeah, this will work. We're gonna look up the race within here. Now we don't have a style yet for the elves. We don't have a style yet for anybody except humans. Can we do? Yes, we can. Alright, let's look at the 3 for elves. We have... Ooh. Actually, that's what I can do. Let's go Control V. And I'm going to take this, copy it to a new one, copy it to a new one. Images. Don't worry, I'm setting things up. I can get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Copy. Paste. And this could actually be an interesting thing for it. We'll go there. Alright, so the first one that ChatGPT recommended was the living architecture. Very akin to Hobbiton. Or even kind of the dwarven cities of Lord of the Rings. Tolkien. Carved in the rock. It's more dwarven. Architecture. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Definitely more Tolkien. World of Warcraft, even. Open spaces, flowing, kind of trees, nature included, waterfalls, of course. Trees and vines and all sorts of things. I almost wonder if I should throw in very lofty, very grand, but also very well, that's more human at this point. Very like one with nature while at the same time preserving that elvish ego. Okay. That's our first one. Our second one is to build it with crystals and light and oh, you can't see any of this. Oh, I feel so dumb. Hang on. Okay. I feel dumb. I'm still learning OBS. I realized I was, all this and all that, and you were looking at a blank, boring spreadsheet the entire time. Goodness gracious. Alright, I think I've got this set up now to be my primary monitor. So even if I move this away, now you're back to that wonderful view that I'm sure you're tired of seeing. So let's back up. This is what we're looking at right now. This is the second of the elves. So really, let's go back to the first. The token, that ego of the elves, the open spaces but connected to nature, very Tolkien-esque, that I was talking about prior. Alright, this is option 1 for elves. Option 2, we got the crystals, the prisms, reflected and refracted sunlight and moonlight and starlight and soul light, for all we know. I feel like this is too far into fantasy right now. So I'm going to say no to this one. That leaves us with the ruined grandeur, the fallen elven civilizations, which, while may provide interesting aspects for exploration in a D&D campaign, or whatever role-playing game you play, please don't take any shots at me. For a city, like a living city that's seeing usage, maybe not so much. Maybe interspersed here and there, and there's a public park, and they do some gardening, and it's like, oh shit, there's been an elven temple here the whole time. Maybe. But no. So we're going to be basic with this, and we're going to go back to our living architecture for our elves. Boom. Alright, for dwarves, let me get this set up. First one is just, it doesn't say it, but it says it. Token. There we go. This mouse does not like me. That's okay though. Off of the name alone, I think I figured out the one I want. So let's see. Oh, we have to get rid of elves now. Not like that, not like that. Okay. So, this one feels Tolkien. Maybe even Dunny. Ooh, who's played Myst? Who's played Myst? Even space. Kind of like a, I'd say Oriental. I don't know if that's racist. Chinese, Japanese, Eastern. Eastern is the wording I'm looking for here. Kind of like an Eastern vibe. That might be too generic. I don't know. This looks weird. This is like a skate park for dwarves. Giants or something else. Like, this is more of a Warcrafty Tolkien vibe, and I'm not feeling it for the city I want to make. Let's go fortress cities. Uber defensive. Again, kind of Tolkien, but Tolkien Gondor. sort of that. Oh, literally Gondor. Okay. Ugh, sorry for the yawn. It's 4 a.m. 3:40, but whatever. It's late or early. This is almost like dwarves. Notice we are gonna mess you up. I'm tempted to leave Gondorian dwarves here for a moment and go to the final one, which the name alone struck me. So let's take a look. So you know what? Let's go back to I need to pause for a second. Alright, I'm back. I realized for you that wasn't very long. Have a nice cup of Bustelo in front of me with a small pat of butter. Do any of you do that? Do any of you put butter in your coffee? Have you heard of that? My family thinks it's weird. Butter and cream, they're both dairy. Just adds a little bit of extra oomph to, you know? I like it. Where were we? Our industrial ruins for the dwarves. Again, though, it's ruins. Oh no. Sorry, I don't think this one here is ruins. Industrial stoneworks. It's like factories or lots of gears. The gears might be better for gnomes. From a machinist standpoint. A steampunky vibe. Yeah, let's not do that. So the fortress cities were reinforced. So for dwarves, let's not spill the copy here. Fortress cities reinforced. Structures. We're going to decide as we generate. We're going to get an elven outfit. Elven architecture style. It's telling me what I'm generating. I am slightly annoyed by my list at the moment. Can I? What's that? Case? No, that's not what I'm after. Alright, I put one on anyway. Of course it did. So, let's do 4 here equals proper. Somehow I don't think I can proper itself. So let's insert a column. Let's pull this here. Take the whole thing. Take the whole thing. Paste the values. And then delete the whole thing. Bam! There we go. Oh, we got next. Halfling. Oh, nope. We're at Dragonborn next. Make sure I did that correctly. Human, elves, dwarves, dragonborn. Okay. Space. Let's take a look here. That could be interesting. I'm not sure how this will work. Cities. I think I might have to yell at ChatGPT because it did not give me what I was after. Maybe. So first one for Dragonborn, for Dragonborn. Architecture with dragons. I don't know what this is. That's out. This is another one that I think is out where it's just clan based, so but it's not a type of architecture. As far as I can tell. It's just like a mismatch of things we've seen before. Or volcanic. So I'm gonna yell at ChatGPT. Let's bring them over. I feel like Dragonborn potential cities or other options with dragons. Now with dragons. I was looking for distinct, unique styles, like brutalist. Hang on, I'm still Googling. Still Googling, hang on. Sorry, I thought I heard someone at my door at 4 o'clock in the morning. Freaked me out a little bit. you rework this list? Rework these suggestions. Let's see. Yeah. I'm not looking for how to structure. Let's switch. I'm not looking for how to structure the cities. I'm looking for the actual style of the buildings. Rework the 3 suggestions for each race with that in mind. Alright, let's try this again. Let's get back to what we're doing here. Let's copy. Oh, I need my music back or I'm going to lose my mind. Thank you. Copy. Alright, you minimize. You shift over here. Then at least you guys can have some idea what I'm working on. A little bit. Not stare at that spreadsheet for another frickin' forever while I get things ready. Boom. Alright, first things first, let's look at the Romanesque Early Gothic for humans. From my experience in this day and age, that just screams churches. Maybe castles, but churches. Maybe for churches. Maybe. Take this back. Let's take a look at this now. Whoop. Here's our basic fantasy setting. That longhouse is back. That's hilarious to me. This is probably what we're going to be going with. The third one. Nope. Is okay. Computer. Very Greece. No. I don't know. I've not been to Greece. Ah, very Middle East. I don't think Greece is in the Middle East. But now I'm questioning. Yes, I'm an American who has never left America. Oh, come on. Give me the... There we go. Can't zoom in? Whatever. I'll solve that. This just makes more sense. No. Alright, that's Africa. That's not correct. So, hey. Yeah, so Middle East, Greece. Now, is Greece east of America and in the middle? Yes. Somehow I don't think they you, they enjoy being classified in the Middle East. I could be wrong. Someone tell me. Someone correct me, please. Goodness. So why don't we just... I'm curious how in depth I can get here. Mountains. Athens. Scope it out. Oh, that's the airport. Okay, yeah, we don't go here. This is all city, isn't it? Holy shit. Crap. Sorry, I need to work on that. Wow. Is this like just trees? Like a plantation maybe? Or is it just decoration? Just adding a little bit of green to the background. I don't know what this says. I was going to zoom in to see the buildings, but there aren't many. So let's go away. But like, look at this. Where do I start to see the city? Here. Poop, 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 poop. This looks like there's nothing there. Should have known better. Oof. Just that fade in is cool. I want to make sure you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Okay. So that fade in from like, there's just dirt here to, nope, there's a city. That's cool. I like that. Can I get into the street? Like, can I go there? Oh my goodness. Look at this. Compact streets. This is probably a city meant for pedestrians rather than one meant for vehicles. Although there are some vehicles here, but it's not like New York where it's just everywhere. Pedestrians are for pedestrians. Give me my shot. There's ice cream here. See, like, what I'm thinking for my city is I would build this building and that'd be one more. And now let's go this way. Now we have the right next to it. But you get the pick. Some buildings right next to it. Maybe there can be a bit where it's a wall. This might be that. Go back to our spreadsheet, which I don't know where it is at the moment. Ooh. There it is. That could be the building with no windows and a barricaded door. Right here. Just put a barricade. Some graffiti. Done. Boom, 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 right next to each other. Small balcony there. Fancy fancier balcony there, you could do that. Looks like we're at a spot with no shops anymore. This might be residential. Imagine in like 5 years I go to Greece and I find myself on the street and I just experience deja vu. Like, I've been here before. Yeah, thanks Google Maps. Appreciate you. Google Earth. Sorry. I have no idea what this says. I know where I am. Scalarci. It's either Scalarcio. It's a family restaurant, so I'm sorry if I'm offending Your Honor. And you're just like, hey, it's a Google car. Woo. Okay, sorry. No, stop making fun of me. Would that be a wildlife reserve? Waldorf Tiki Bar. Restaurant-y vibe. But there's no restaurant. But there is some graffiti. Ooh, what's down here? Further? Oh, yep, close. Maybe we can get in here. Basketball court. Okay, okay. Random graffiti wall. I don't know how I wound up just touring the streets of Athens, but here we are. Alright, let's get back out. Oh, can I? Uh-oh. Back. Hey, I'm out. So this feels like a Acropolis Museum. Hang on a second. Let's put myself down. Oh, I can't. That's ginormous, though. Oops, nope. There we go. It's cool. I like it. And then look, these bigger buildings. The dermatologist all the way up there. My goodness. These big buildings beside it. The space goes. Variations in sizes and roofs and all of that could be incorporated into a fantasy city build. Here's one building, here's one building, here's one building, here's one building. You just mix and match and build your towns how you want them. Each one requires actually creating, though, and may require techniques or familiarizations that I don't have yet. But I can learn as I go. Ooh, just a demolition site would be cool. Think of like, oh, there's a ruin under there. Oh, there's a villain's lair under there that suddenly got disturbed. Or a creature that had been slumbering for 1,000 years. God, could you imagine someone knocks down a building and the terrace goes, oh, is it time for lunch? Boom, random stadium. Not random, but the world's only white marble stadium. Nice. Very nice. I have no idea what this says. General Doctor Pagrati. Not sponsored. This looks like something out of like the Judge Dredd movies, where it's like there's an entire city block in an apartment building. In a block. It's kind of cool. And then, of course, it itself is a block. So it's a block within a block. Within a block. Tetris, anyone? Oof. Could you imagine combat in one of these? Like, I'm sure parkour. Ooh. Could you imagine parkour here? Run off the roof and just keep going. All of a sudden your enemy's like, wait, where'd he? Oh, crap. Here we go. Also, I need to figure something out real quick. Can I just straight up... Let's bring this back up again. And then back on. Okay. Oh, an hour of streaming. Why is that red? It's red because I'm streaming, probably. Or recording, at least. Alright. So, Greece. Kind of. Middle Eastern, not maybe Greece. Let's leave this up. So, I'm going to say no to the Renaissance classicism. I really do like the vernacular timber framed. So let's grab that. We'll bring that back over. Medieval vernacular timber framed. Same idea. Okay. Now I gotta find them all. Separated the three out again. Alright, and then you go. You go in there. Let's work on CXC. Architecture. Concept art. Fantasy setting. We go images. And we go minus Minecraft. Alright, hang on, I'm gonna drink some coffee here. Maybe. Oh, that's good. Oh, that warmth is nice. Okay. Rather than losing the time in between each one. Just doing here. I do kind of like this for elves. Maybe for high elves specifically, but for elves. I do want to see Gothic, right? I know in the past do think that the Art Nouveau, maybe, is what I want to go for the elves. Let's just straight up delete that, because that annoys me. Alright. Brutalist or dwarves? Huge stone blocks with a minimum mortar blocks. Brutalist. Let's take a look at this one. This is one I'm the most interested in. Oh, I missed it. Come on. What? What is this? Colorful BS. Let's go. Let's add another one. Minus. Let's fully encapsulate it here. Minus. No. Minus. Magic. The Gathering. Damn it. Fine. There we go. Looks like stuff out of, a little bit out of StarCraft, but a little bit out of, say, Dragon Age. Show me a Dragon Age right now. Jeez. A Warhammer. Yeah. We're gonna take this. Copy. No. Please tell me I didn't copy blank. Copy. Paste. Alright. Let's get back into Dragonborn now, finally. I'm kind of wondering if ChatGPT is trolling me now. Like, maybe, but that's brutalist. That's not this expressionism. No. Flat planes and hard angles. No. I wonder if I myself have a architectural default that I'm drawn to. As I pick these, I wonder if you would disagree with the one of three that I'm picking. Brutalist. I like this. This looks really cool to me. I don't want to get into someone else's copyrighted. Right? None of this is going to be a one-to-one either. This isn't going to be me stealing copyrighted things or going to Meshi and be like, give me this. I made this. No, we're not gonna go to that extreme. Or that, rather than that extreme, that low effort. We're gonna make our own. And that's where a lot of the research is needed. Alright, Jupiter. Let's see what you got. Control C. I have to add an F. And delete. Bonk. almost like an MC Escher. Oh, it doesn't connect, so it's not Escher. I don't like this. Oops, that's for Dragonborn. Tieflings. Let's take a look. Very Draculia. Art Nouveau. I could almost see Gothic revival for dragons. No. This is gonna be for my teeth things. Faux show. Okay. I want to see this first. So that same Viking longhouse has made its appearance again. There's that longhouse again. Oh my god. I like the idea of orcs like digging into mountains. The same way I play Minecraft. Dig into the nearest mountain, put a door down. Go from there. Oh, that's what's going on. The song I'm listening to is playing Thunder. And it sounds like footsteps. I'm freaking myself out. Good to know. Let's take a look. Take a look. It's in a book. Not getting copyrighted. So Stonehenge. Dug into a mountain and then figured out from there. Is that a dinosaur or a cat? Something else. That almost looks like sci-fi Egyptian. Somewhere in Portugal. Maybe. That way, whenever they want, they can leave. But they could also, like, dig into the mountain. Orcs and dwarves tend to be against each other, right? Like, dwarves, big city defense. Orcs tunneling through a wall. Oops. So, you ready to die? we go. I like this. We're gonna put that there. See. I did forget another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I forget halflings here? I forgot. Oh my god. Did I forget gnomes here? Bro. I forgot halflings overall. That's funny. There'll be 20s. So, gnomes. Rococo. Rocco. Control V. Bop. I do like the steampunk for gnomes. Yes. Literally the easiest to overlook. Houses built out of trees. Little American dreams. I'm down for it. Alright, coffee is done. Oh. And then keep it small and oh my. Papercraft. Wow. I do like these. The way that stone is working too, it would require a new style of learning for Blender. I can create walls. Boom, it's a blank wall. This would require a new level of refinement, which would be interesting to develop. So let's go with it. Boom. All right. So now let's take a snip. Hold up. Let's give it some space there. Where'd my snip go? Do it again. This time better. Alright. And we will pick back up here. Bye-bye. Later.